Campaigners have called for a complete redesign of the Elephant and Castle roundabout following yesterday's fatal crash between a lorry and a cyclist. A 47-year-old man who's not yet been named was killed. The driver of the lorry has been arrested on suspicion of causing death by careless driving. Donnachadh McCarthy is from the Stop Cycling Cyclists campaign and joins me live now from that roundabout. Donnachadh, if you could start by telling me, first of all, what is your reaction to the awful news of another cyclist, the fifth in London, being killed there yesterday?
Well, obviously our emotions go out to the family involved and our condolences, but we would also say this is another unnecessary cyclist death in London.
We have had a response from Transport for London. If I can just read you that statement and get some reaction. They said today the southern junction at Elephant and Castle, where this tragedy occurred, was converted from a roundabout to a signalised junction in 2010, hugely improving the facilities for pedestrians and cyclists through the area. We have recently consulted on major plans to transform the Elephant and Castle northern roundabout. These include introducing significant segregated cycle tracks and cycle crossings in stalls. It sounds like they have a plan already to transform that area and make it safer, and they've already done some work. Is that enough, in your opinion?
Nina, we are absolutely outraged at that statement. This junction was redesigned 3 years ago by Southwark Council and TfL. The only provision for cyclists that they put in are actually painted cycles on the road. You can see this junction, there is no segregated protection for cyclists. There is acres of space for cycle lanes. We approached the council and TfL prior to the redesign and said you must put them in or people will be killed. They did not do it. And what we are calling for is for them to now come and do it and retrofit it urgently. And we're so angry that we're going to come here ourselves next Wednesday afternoon and we're going to draw them on the footpaths ourselves.
We know that Transport for London have got a huge plan to redesign these roundabouts. That's in place. The funding is in place. Do you think a campaign like that will change anything? Do you think they will listen to your concerns and your demands?
Well, it's fine to be saying you're refurbishing the junctions, but if you don't put in the protections at the left-hand turns, which is where trucks are killing cyclists, then we'll continue having the problems that we have today. The other problem we face in Southwark is that the council itself has a policy of using cyclists to slow traffic down. They argue that if there's more cyclists on the road, it'll slow the traffic down. We think that is actually a criminal policy. Because what they're actually saying is, Southwark Council is saying is, 10-year-olds and pensioners will be used to slow HGV trucks and buses. In the 21st century, that's absolutely unacceptable.
Donnachadh McCarthy, we're going to have to leave that there. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina.